The Samsung Galaxy S24 has had another official reveal on top of the specs, the features, and the pre-order offers. Before we get started, let me know in the comments who out there is excited for the Galaxy S24, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech. So first up, before we get into the reveal, we've got the Galaxy S24 pre-order details, and for anyone pre-ordering, you're going to receive double the storage for free on top of discounts on the Galaxy Buds or the Galaxy Watch. Now the reserve page always comes up early with no commitment to buy, so as soon as it's available you can click the card in the top right corner, and I'll also add it to the description below. Next up, we've got lots of AI features revealed from Mystery Lupin on Twitter, and he says that we're going to get live translate, and this is going to speak and translate foreign languages on the spot right from inside the Samsung phone app. We've got nightography zoom on the S24 Ultra, and this is going to improve zoomed image quality for low light shots. And then we've also got generative edit, and this is going to move, add, or remove things from your images using AI generative fill, and this is similar to Google's Magic Eraser, although it looks like for this you will need to be logged into a Samsung account. Now we've also got a tweet from Ice Universe, and he says that the Galaxy S24 Ultra is going to offer 4K videos at 120 frames a second, and this is double the frame rate of its predecessor. Now this is no doubt going to be using the 200 megapixel wide-angle camera, and it's great for those of you that want that super smooth slow motion shot. Now next up, we've got another tweet from Ice Universe, and he says that there's going to be a price reduction in the Galaxy S24 series. He says that they've increased the stock of the S24 Ultra and the S24 Plus in anticipation of higher sales this time, and his source also advises of a price reduction. Now we previously had news that there wouldn't be a price change this year, so a price reduction is great news to hear. Now next up, we've got another official reveal of the Galaxy S24. Last week we had the official spec sheet and the renders leaked, and now this week it's been accidentally listed on Walmart. They listed the Galaxy S24 Plus in Onyx Black on AT&T, and this confirmed the specs including 12GB of RAM, and it's also got a description which confirms all of the AI features that we've been hearing about. Now of course the listing has now been taken down, but it further confirms that all of the leaks I've been telling you for the past few weeks are actually true. Now when it comes to the S24 Ultra, unfortunately I can't show you the official leaked renders as Samsung would send a takedown notice for my video, but I've created these renders which are exactly the same to give you guys a look at what you can expect from the S24 Ultra. The main changes are of course going to be the hardware upgrades, the new flat screen design, and of course the impressive display with 2600 nits of peak brightness. Now for those of you excited for the Galaxy S24 though, we're now going to run through the full specs, design, and the pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here, then hit subscribe now and we'll get right into it. The standard Galaxy S24 is coming with a 6.2-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a peak brightness of 2600 nits. We get a resolution of 2340 by 1080, and it's going to be using Samsung's new M13 OLED panels protected by Gorilla Glass armor. We get a 12 megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, then on the rear it's a 50 megapixel primary camera, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto, and of course it's going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in South Korea and USA, while European users are going to be getting the Exynos 2400. We get 8GB of RAM and a choice of 128 or 256GB storage, and this is of course UFS 4.1. It comes with a 4000 mAh battery, and it can charge from 0% to 50% in just 30 minutes. We're getting 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Now it's coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from around $800 on the 17th of January in San Francisco. Now next up, we've got the Galaxy S24 Plus with a 6.7-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. We get an upgraded Quad HD Plus resolution of 3120 by 1440, and it's going to be using Samsung's new M13 OLED panel, and again it's protected by Gorilla Glass armor. We get a 12 megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, then on the rear again it's a 50 megapixel primary, a 12 megapixel ultra-wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto. It's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in South Korea and USA, and again Europe users are going to get the Exynos 2400, and again we get 12GB of RAM, and then the choice of 256 or 512 storage, which will be UFS 4.1. We get a 4900 mAh battery, and it can charge from 0% to 65 65% in just 30 minutes, and again we get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. It's coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from around $1,000 on the 17th of January. Now finally, we've got the most premium, the Galaxy S24 Ultra. With the S24 Ultra, we've got a 6.8-inch 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. It's got a resolution of 3088 by 1440, and again, it's using Samsung's new M13 OLED panel, protected by Gorilla Glass armor, with a peak brightness of 2600 nits. We get a 12-megapixel punch-hole camera for the selfies, then on the rear it's a 200-megapixel primary camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, we get a 50-megapixel 3x telephoto, as well as a 10-megapixel telephoto with 10x optical zoom. Despite previous rumors, it's going to be powered up by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 in all regions, and it's only the S24 and the S24 Plus that are still going to be using the Exynos. And with the S24 Ultra, we get up to 12GB of RAM with up to 1TB of storage, and this is of course UFS 4.1. It comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and it's able to charge from 0% to 65% in just 30 minutes. We're also going to get 5G, Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 7. Now it's coming with One UI 6 based on Android 14, and it's expected to launch from around $1,200 on the 17th of January. So overall, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is actually looking like a big upgrade from its predecessor. All of the new AI features alone make for a much better user experience, especially when it comes to the photography. The impressive 2600 nits display means usability is going to be much better, especially in the sunlight, and the flat display is going to help when pressing the screen near the edge, especially for those of you using the S Pen. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 will of course bring huge improvements to performance as well as efficiency, and also a better battery life, and overall I'm very happy with the changes. Now, given its similarities to the predecessor, it's probably not going to make anyone with an S23 Ultra rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older S phone or looking to get their first S phone, then it's going to be a great choice. Now, with the official launch imminent, we're no doubt going to get more and more information coming in, and I'm going to be sharing it as soon as it does, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.